Alright, hello. I am Wallaber. I am working on my game Pro Gymnast as usual. It is time for a pretty relaxing evening stream. As has been the case for a while, I'm really trying to finish up this game. So today is mostly going to be working on levels. But first I want to show something. So I've been trying to put together a trailer for the game, and the current idea for the trailer is that it is going to be pretty simple. It's just trying to get across the idea that this is one of those games that are where you physically control body directly, and it's pretty hard, but you can do amazing stuff, and you'll fail a lot, and it's fun and kind of silly. And so that's really what the trailer is trying to say. It's not trying to say, oh, you can do any trick possible in gymnastics, or don't you wish there was a gymnastics game out there, or the guy who made the game is also a gymnast, or whatever. And it's not trying to say oh, it's got a level editor, blah blah blah. It's just like, this is one of those games where you control the limbs. It's the coolest new one in that game type. Here it is. It's funny. It's cool. And so it's just going to kind of like try to tell that story. So I was trying to think of how to take players, the viewer, and kind of put them quickly in the headspace of those types of games. So came up with this idea for a little intro to the trailer that's not gameplay, that's just kind of like, oh, what is this? And it kind of sets it up. So that's what this is, and this is in Blender. This is going to be rendered out as a video that will be in the trailer. And the basic concept of it, you can see up here if I scrub through, is we zoom in on this book called Evolution of Athletics. It flops open and we see 2 pages, one showing a ski jumper and like a mouse cursor, and one showing a sprinter and the keyboard keys Q, W, O, and P. And then watch that for a second, and then it flips the page, and you see climber with a mouse, and then you see gymnast with gamepad, left stick, left trigger, right trigger type prompts on it. And then we kind of zoom in and focus on the gymnast, and then we would transition from here to gameplay and try and match the pose of the gymnast here with gameplay footage. I'm going to try and make that match up really nice. So that's the basic idea. What you can see here is are these like mock-up drawings I did. I just drew these on paper and then brought them into Photoshop and quickly painted in some color to get the idea across, to test out this concept. And I liked it, so then what I've been doing is getting proper artwork. And you can see here that now this one, the climber, this is much more high quality. And this is actually a drawing that I got my daughter to make for me. So I showed her some reference of Getting Over It, which this is an obvious reference to. And then she drew this nice little illustration for me, and then I just kind of composited it into this fake book page. And she made another one for me today, which is the ski jumper. So one of the first things I want to do is actually go in and let's make that updated page. I also need to fix a little bit some of the stretching that's going on here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Back in a minute. But that's just in the UVs, so I should be able to go here like this, go to the UV editor, and let's see, we can go like this. We can look at it like this, and we can pop, actually let's look at this. And it looks like the problem is there's some stretching. Wait, why did I... I don't know why it switched over here in the right-hand view to this other texture. Well, let me fix this. Oops. Oops. I picked a weird orientation to build the scene. Okay. Which one is it? This is page 3, so it should be this one. Maybe I need to go here. Let's see, there it looks right. There we go. Okay. It just shows the selected node, it looks like, in the shading editor. Okay, so the problem here is that the E and the R and the B is being squished short. So I think that means we need to go farther this way. Yeah, that's getting closer. And also kind of look at the circles and see how round or not round they are. So it's like we're doing pretty good until we get to here. Yeah, so that still wants to be a little bit farther this way. And then I guess this wants to go this way a little bit. Let's see, the R should cover more space, so that means this needs to go this way. Right, and then this is like way off. It needs to go like much farther, right? Maybe the other way. No? This is still a little too much. Yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stretching going on anyway here. So I'm never going to get it like perfect. But okay, let's see how that looks. Not bad. Looks like the B and the E are still a little stretched. So that would mean this whole thing should go this way a little bit. And possibly these could come over a little bit. Is that? Ooh, that looks better. Okay. Yeah, so let's try and build in the ski jumper. So we're gonna hop over to Photoshop. Here's what. Whoops. Here we go. Hop over to Photoshop. Here's what the climber one looked like. So this is my template. And then we need to open up the new one, which, oh, I need to move it around. Hang on. So I go find it here, my downloads, grab this, move it into here, Okay, and give this a name. This is Athlete Illustration Skier. Okay. So now we can open that up. Okay, so here's our skier. And then we're going to go to this one and we're going to save as book page ski jumper. Okay. And let's bring this up to the top. Okay. So this is going to have to be a little bit smaller, I think. Something like that. Okay, so let's get rid of some of this other stuff. Okay, but we want to look at we want to copy the layer style from here and apply that here. Okay. Looks like there's an errant pixel here. There we go. Okay. And then we need a little bit of a background. Let's try and get that set up. Okay. So it's gonna be like a ski slope coming in like this, and then we want like a big ski jump. Kind of like this. Okay, cool. We'll make that a black line. All right. Yeah, no, this isn't lining up that great. This should be down farther. Like that. Whoa, not like that. Maybe this should not go quite so high. And maybe this is a little bit steeper. Whoops. Okay. We want this something like... Oh, what's the deal there? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, so we want an anchor point there, but we want it to be... Oh, okay. We just have too much strength coming off this side. There we go. Okay, now let's move the mouse out of the way. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So how does our skier fit into this? Okay, so we're definitely going to need to move this more like that. And if that's the case, then we can bring this down, line it up a little better with the layout of the slope there. Okay. Alright, so, whoops. Okay, maybe something more like this. And then... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. Go like that. Line them up with the slope here. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then this is also a mouse-based game, so we'll put the mouse on here somewhere. Oh wait, I gotta remember, I'm only using up till here. I really shouldn't go past here in terms of layout. So let's fix this. Let's grab this, scale this down a little bit. Go like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should cheat a little bit. And, whoops. And make this ramp more narrow. So we can fit it. Okay. Okay. So how about something like that? Okay. So then this maybe has to be just a tiny bit smaller. And like that. Okay. There we go. Okay, where'd the mouse go? Did I hide it or did I delete it? We may have to go find it. Okay, delete some of these layers we don't need. Okay. Yeah, this is all old stuff. That's the paper. Okay, that's for the text. Yeah, I must have lost the... book page climber. Okay, where's the mouse? It's called rectangle 2. I don't have that anymore over here, do I? Or do I? Alright. Let's go like this. Okay. Turn some of this stuff back on. Okay, let's go back over here. Alright, where do we put the mouse on this one? I guess we put it kind of like... on here as well. I wonder if it needs like a little cable so you know it's a mouse. And then what I did on the other, on getting over it, was I had this like solid line. So we'll want to do the same thing here. Okay. Solid line. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. We got sympathy raid happening. This is exciting. 23 people. Sympathy. Thank you so much for dropping by. And as always, appreciate the sympathy raid every time. King Tapir 2342. I'm here to show my unconditional support. Wow. No conditions? None? That's pretty. It's pretty exciting. Wow. Thanks so much for dropping by. So, hi. I'm Wallaber. I'm making. I'm a professional game maker who's gone indie recently, and I'm trying to finish up my first proper commercial game, which started as a side project. Then when I made the decision to go full indie, has now become suddenly like a bigger game to me personally. But I've been working on it for quite some time. Spent a lot of time trying to make it into something great. And Dr. Argus, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. I just passed like 50 followers recently, which is one of those progress bars on Twitch that fill up when you hit 50, so that was very exciting. Yeah, so I'm working on I'm not working on a skiing game, even though that's what you're seeing on the screen right now. I'm working on, hang on, I'm working on this game. I'm working on the setting screen. You guys, look at that. No, not really. I just happened to be at the setting screen. I'm working on this game. It's called Pro Gymnast. It's like if you took the game QWOP, but said make it a gymnast instead of a sprinter. And then he said, but instead of just like trying to run a 100-meter dash or whatever the gymnastics equivalent of that would be, instead put him in a Trials HD like game with tons of levels and like extra unlockables and stuff like that. So that's basically what this game is. So you control the gymnast directly by using the left stick to control the shoulders, the right stick to control the hips, the triggers to control the elbows and knees. So here I am. Here's my gymnast swinging around on this contraption here. If I pull the right trigger, the knees come in. If I pull the left trigger, it tries to bend the arms. If I push up on the right stick, the legs try to go up. And so, you know, you could like, but look at this. I do some things that, you know, makes things easier. You can hold down a button and just slow down time and even get a little preview of kind of like where your gymnast is about to go. So watch if I come swinging around like this. Boom, look at that preview, right? And if I'm swinging faster like this, look at that, see? And so that says we're gonna barely make it to the mat. Is it true? Is it true? Oh, I would have made it if I hadn't re-grabbed onto the bar. Yeah. Touch the mat. All that matters is if you touch the mat. So, you know, and then I got tons of levels and stuff. Character you can customize. Level editor, blah, blah, blah. So, Sympathy, I'm sure you're tired after your stream, but while you're here, I wanted to show you something. So, and it's a cool thing to show everyone else, too. So, I'm working on the trailer for this game. Dang, yeah, your pro experience is obvious, haha. I wouldn't even conceive of how you set up the camera without a lot of time. Well, I can show you how the camera works. It's actually relatively straightforward. And I'm using a thing in Unity called Cinemachine, which is really cool and actually helps make cameras, in particular, quite a bit easier to author. So I actually have a bunch of camera angles. Wait, look at this. So like here's a normal like camera angle, right? It's kind of like telling you can go off to the right, right? But you can, and normally this is the camera angle you probably should play from. Yes? How did that happen? There you go. So this is kind of like the camera angle you're like supposed to use or whatever. Let's beat this level. Hopefully. Oh, I even got the chalk, you guys. The chalk is like a hidden object in each level. So watch when it says level complete here, you'll see, oh, I beat the level and I got the chalk. So, but I still have 2 other medals I could have gotten if I had beaten the level faster, or if I had beaten the level with a higher score. But anyway, there's this replay system, right? So you can like go through here and skip around and see what you did and look at all the beefs and everything. The bokeh depth of field effect is just a post-processing effect in Unity, but Cinemachine plays nice with it. So you can set a target and it will constantly like adjust the focus to make that the focus plane, which looks really nice. So you can see here, like speaking of camera angle, so there's the normal one. There's this other angle, this a little more side-on view for accuracy for those people who want to, you know, you don't care about the drama of this angle. You just want to like know the distance. Telephoto, right? Here's a zoomed-in lens. The game is incredible. Thank you. When will it ship? So very, very soon. It's supposed to come out on the 27th of this month. Here's a camera of like a person on the ground, like a handheld camera who walks along the ground and points at the gymnast. This is a drone cam. These are all just Cinemachine cameras that I'm just like popping back and forth between. And then there's free cam, so for the purposes of making a replay, you can like set up, you know, exactly the shot you want. And then, for example, like we could say there that's the shot we want, and then we could say let's just get like from here to here when I fell off and ate it, and then say, yeah, we're gonna export this as a low res GIF at 18 frames per second. Go, and then it goes like that.